Dallas Cowboys. Randy Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Cousins. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, we're good.
To throw, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. He's got him in. Complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Pollard now a 1st down and more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there out of the running game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 49 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Osa Odighizuwa on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they work this out past the 25.
First and 10 of the 27.
Cousins on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Again, it's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Prescott now.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second and 16.
Throwing. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with Cook. Runs over him.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get him for a loss of about 3. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
201 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
On third down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Madison running on first down. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down now, it's Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Evades him at the 10. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Cook following the penalty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Well, remember back to the first half when they went for it on 4th, didn't get it, and you said file that play away for later? I think this is the time to bring that up.
Yeah, we did say circle it, and let's see how it would play out, because if they kick the 3 there, if they kick that field goal, this would be a one-score game now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now Prescott.
Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now Dak.
Rolling to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23.
And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 19-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, Harris. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
Oh, he bowls over him.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Running right through him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pollard.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run left with Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On third down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps.
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California.
This is Tony Pollard. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47.
Prescott now steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Pollard. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right. Gets him 3, but
Gardner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Prescott forced out to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defense. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Wentz now on first down.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Wentz on the drop-off to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. On play action, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Trucks over him. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now a give right side. Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We're scoreless after 1. On 1st down, Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Finds a seam inside the 40. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
what a spin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. And Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free. But fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll find Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st down, Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big...
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
There he goes left side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some tough.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's got a first down past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice